My name is David Stitt, and I'm with Stitt Solar in Rogers, Arkansas, and I am here today with Jon Allen, who is the owner and founder of Onyx Coffee, and we have entered a partnership to put solar on their coffee roastery here in Rogers. And so I wanted to sit down with Jon for a little bit this morning and just talk about the project. So Jon, the first question I have is, why solar?
For us, for Onyx, our ethos has always been geared towards sustainability and also not doing things the way they've always been done. Coffee has a long history of being tied to the environment, and as we go and source coffee and we're visiting farms and seeing coffee affected by climate change and affected by just ecology in general, it seems like a natural progression for us to want to take that next step. And solar for us by far makes the most sense. We are a big energy user, and so having this idea of coffee roasted by the sun.
So you're naturally, you have been a leader in this industry, an innovator, and it sounds like you're taking that same mindset another step farther in your industry.
I hope so. I mean, we feel the effects of it, and we want to practice what we preach. We don't want to just make a silly post on social media about sustainability and then suck out as much gas and coal as possible. And so this is a way for us to do that, hopefully to not just influence other coffee companies, but also represent what we as a staff believe and a company believe in. Yeah.
Cool. So from a kind of a vision standpoint, stepping back and seeing the big picture, does solar play into your vision for what, you touched on that a little bit, but do you feel like it plays into the vision of what you want to build here as a company?
Yeah, very much so. I think, this is a first step in what we hope is many steps from the roastery going kind of net zero to hopefully the cafes, and really showing the coffee industry as a whole that we can take a big step in carving out just a new sustainable type of energy. So, there are a few coffee producers that we work with right now that power their wet mills and a lot of the farming practices with solar. This is a great tie into that.
Do you see that the addition of solar and clean energy to your roastery here, does that change the experience your customers have?
Yeah, I don't think it will. I mean, our hope is that it will, sort of empower them to enjoy what they're already consuming, have like a newfound respect maybe for the coffee, but from a day-to-day operations aspect, we don't see anything changing. Anything on a small local scale, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing should change at all.
Good. That's, I think, what every business owner wants is stability and a seamless transition. So Jon, we know your coffee literally goes all over the world. How does solar clean energy affect your brand presence and your place in the world of coffee and coffee distribution?
Yeah, I think the coffee industry as a whole is a pretty intelligent and progressive industry, and I think as we realize that while we roast locally, we do need to think globally that our coffee is going across the country and across the world, that a lot of cafes we roast for and restaurants and even direct to people really care about clean energy and the way that their products are being manufactured. And so we do think that'll have a pretty big impact on their mindset of why they choose autos.
Yeah, people are so conscious and aware of the social responsibility and the aspect of what they buy and where it came from. Right. So it's great. I think my last question I have is, solar is a growing industry. You have choices in who you work with. So what was it that led you to work with us at Stitt Solar?
Yeah, I think, you guys as Stitt have been unbelievably responsive and really helpful in us just understanding. Solar can be kind of scary, I think, especially for a big industry. And so to move manufacturing all our energy source to solar it's a really scary step for us. And it's something we believed in, but to have to physically pull the trigger, both financially and operationally, it's really nice to have someone close by that can walk you through every step and just like really feel comfortable with making that decision, so that is these big risk purchases that we make as a business can be sort of softened by consistent conversations and having our questions answered there.
Yeah. Well, I will say on behalf of our company, we love clean energy, and we probably more than that love partnering with like-minded businesses, thought leaders, and industry leaders. But even on a local level, that we're all in this movement together. And so we're incredibly appreciative of you and what your business is doing with the partnership we're forging. So we appreciate that a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited.